Welcome back, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year.
Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Thank you guys for requesting Oppenheimer.
Yes.
All three of us are blind to this. I did hear this is historically accurate, and
Wonderful.
a lot of people are saying great things about it. This is by Christopher Nolan.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
We've seen quite a few films of his. We saw like Interstellar, Inception. We saw the Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, yes.
All very good movies. And he's done a bunch of other things too that we haven't seen, which we do get requests for now and again. So hopefully we'll get more of those so we can
Yes.
see even more of his movies.
That's right, yeah.
So we do know the Oppenheimer history, the story behind him.
That's right.
And I can't wait to get into this.
Me too.
So shall we talk
Absolutely.
about this afterwards? We'll get right into it now?
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to be watching on Amazon today, Oppenheimer. And play. Suspenseful music.
Killian.
Hmm. For this, he was changed to a rock and tortured for eternity. I got the audio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that Robert Downey?
It's Robert Downey Jr.
Jr.
Isn't that crazy?
God, he looks so
Oh, it is
Yeah.
him. Oh, my goodness.
good in character.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Mm.
Oh, boy.
Jeez.
Mm. say it's Jarvis.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
That's
shit.
Jarvis.
Oh, oh, shit.
I love the
Oh
cast.
my, that's
Yeah.
right, it is.
Oh,
Oh my God.
that
You
sucks.
laugh
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Apple for the teacher.
Oh boy.
That's not right.
Cyanide.
Holy crap.
Oh.
He's gonna
And the
gonna
apple?
poison the apple. No way.
Wow. Oh,
That's messed up. I mean, I get you were wronged, but that's not right.
that isn't right.
That's outright murder.
Oh.
Wow. How terrifying. How easy is that?
Whoa.
Holy crap.
What happens if someone else grabs it?
That's right.
Oh my God. The apple? He wants to change his mind.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
What's that? Yeah.
To get it in time.
Oh.
Oh my God, is it
Oh,
gone?
boy, someone's going to be having it. Uh-oh.
It's gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's
No,
still there. Oh no. Oh God, who's gonna take the apple?
Oh, watch. Yeah,
Oh,
watch,
Watch
him
him
take
take
it.
it.
He's going to bite it now. Watch. Ooh.
Holy crap, and act cool and talk to him. Smack it. Okay, he's giving him all this advice.
Oh,
No!
whoa.
Whoa. Ah!
Oh, whoa.
Thank
Oh,
God.
my God.
Not even phased by it.
It didn't say, why did you do it?
It's good, okay? Wow, hopefully that's it. Wow, it's like an art form.
Whoa.
Yes.
It's been very visual so far, like the sound effects, and then you have all this.
Yeah.
Yes, all his
The
visions.
galaxy.
That's right.
All the particles.
Oh, boy.
Almost looks like
It's
stars.
like atoms.
Mm.
Yeah. Fusion.
Oh, wow. Gosh.
Wow.
He's trying to get it on.
Whoa.
I know, can you
Yeah,
imagine,
like
like,
that?
such talent to
Wow.
have a mind like that?
Wow.
Easy to remember, huh? Hmm. Oh, cool. Good to see Einstein. Not lovely. Because he does so much research. Like he just talks or knows people because of it.
Yeah.
His famous hair.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Hmm. It's like a little insulted. He's speaking Dutch. Oh, he did it. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Oh, jeez. Oh boy.
Heisenberg.
Oh boy.
Automatically, I think Walter White.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Oh boy.
Mm. I love this.
Slowly
Oh my
getting more
gosh.
people.
Look at
You have like this beautiful music when he starts to talk about quantum mechanics.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's all coming
It's
together.
artistic.
God, yeah.
Jeez.
There's. Hey, Florence.
You read it in the original German. Black Widow.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, it's Elena.
My goodness.
He wasn't there. He was
Mhm.
thinking of it.
But he's learning, so he's learning.
That's right. Oh my God.
This is what scientists do. Jeez, he's so incredibly smart. It's amazing.
Wow.
God, the music.
Oh.
Los Alamos. Oh. Oh, she just took off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just having that news. Yeah, he did it. Got to experiment. It's terrifying. Jeez.
She can't. There's no trail.
Aw. Appy.
I would say.
Is that Papa?
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Was it invited?
Oh.
Is Emily Blunt?
Yeah. I love her. She's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You loved her in Quiet Place.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What complicated. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that's gorgeous too.
Yeah,
Wow.
beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow. Oh, he did not grow up.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotta be careful. Mm.
They're following you.
Mm-hmm. And that's very risky because U.S.
Well, he just woke him up.
Right.
You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah, it takes that very seriously.
look around.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, mere mortals.
Yeah. Let's see.
Mm. His baby.
Oh boy. She's drinking.
She's drunk.
Is she drunk?
Yeah, she is.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
She's had enough. She needs a little break.
Oh boy, the poor baby.
oh, the poor baby. Wow.
Oh.
She had a breakdown, maybe.
Wow. Good friends.
Very
Holy cow.
understanding.
That's so tough to see it in this perspective. You
Yeah.
know? So super smart. Ah,
Oh
I
my
did it.
goodness, yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
God, that's embarrassing.
Good for you for saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, yes. Boy.
Yep. He's on his level. Very different. That is so insane.
Oh boy.
Oh, build a
wow,
town.
Yes, wow.
I know just the spot.
Imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh,
Just
wow.
like that.
Yeah.
Woo.
Wow, hey.
Ah.
Oh, gee,
Jack.
Great. It's Huey.
Yes. Oh, gee.
Wow.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he put it in plain terms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's true. Oh, I love that turn in music right now. It's
Oh
like, ooh.
boy.
I know, just a thought.
That's right.
Sickening.
That's right. Great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll stay. Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah.
There you go. His famous hat.
Famous hat. Yes.
There it is.
Floki.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Can you imagine that? Like,
Yes.
is this that destructive? Whew, yeah, it's like I don't want that information. But not zero. But just to be really safe. What a risk. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling him out. The brat is down.
Oh, come on. Oh. The brat.
Great mom.
Oh, boy.
This is so crazy a town.
Makes sense to make it for families to stay there.
So everyone works 100%.
Oh.
That poor kid's always
Poor
crying.
kid,
She
yes.
just doesn't do anything to help.
No. Doesn't have a good mother.
Yeah, they're just so intelligent. Not a good
Yeah,
excuse,
exactly.
but they don't know how to be
Oh,
parents.
look at her. Aw.
He's positive. Kilotons.
Oh, boy.
Nothing.
Oh boy.
He might be the mole.
Oh jeez. Oh boy.
Smart. Sus. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Hey, Remy.
Oh,
Right, huh?
that was a bad joke.
That is a bad.
Humble soldier, that's what he
Yeah,
said, but a
definitely.
humble physicist.
Some more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, he's always defensive. Mm-mm.
Oh, see? Wow.
Oh.
Let's look at you.
Yeah. Phew. Yeah, he's getting followed. He did go.
Huh?
She told you no
Yeah,
flowers.
yeah, said that. Yeah.
His wife's right there.
Uh-oh. She's naked. They're both
Oh
naked.
my gosh.
I love the music.
Mm.
Whoa, he feels
That's why.
exposed.
Yeah.
He just feels so exposed. Good
Mhm.
nightmare.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, and she's seeing that. Oh my god.
Goodness.
So uncomfortable.
Oh.
That is
oh,
uncomfortable.
whoops.
That's so weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is weird.
That's really hard. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh my god.
Oh,
She probably
did
killed
she
herself.
Killed her. She
Yeah.
killed herself. Oh,
She's drinking again.
Oh, drinking.
Yep.
Can he?
Affleck.
Yeah, it's Casey Affleck.
uncomfortable.
Fun party. Oh. Say it like that. Yeah, it's so scary.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
I know he felt so guilty. He was like drawn to her more because he felt guilt at the end. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
So So she isn't.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's,
Oh. Oh, she-
You hurt his feelings. Oh, come on. Oh.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Tell her.
Like it's particles in the air. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, finally.
Yes.
Keep hearing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Stomping.
Yeah.
God, to be responsible.
Oh, thank you.
He seems so suspicious.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
August. Trinity, yeah.
Boy. Boy.
Bummer. No, put your head down.
Oh my gosh. Right there.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think so. Boy.
Hello.
Sorry. Jeez. $10,000. Yeah. Jeez, can you imagine doing this?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my
I just
God,
disappointed
that's
to
right.
His
choose.
personal reason. No, they really moved it up. He wanted it July.
With 10 miles.
Step it up.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Floki.
Yeah.
Jeez, can you imagine?
All right.
Yeah, I know. Wrong moves.
Bam.
Mm-hmm. Just something that small.
Yeah, be so destructive. Here
Weather.
comes the storm.
Need the weather to be fine.
Right.
Big deal.
Break away.
Sure.
Oh God, yeah, bad storm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very dangerous for them.
Oh boy.
That's when it comes out to a gamble.
No.
He just knows his stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think so.
No crap.
Right, yeah.
So many
Thank
things can go
God.
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
He knows this area.
That's right.
You said it before too.
That's right, yeah.
Close to 0. Yeah, near 0.
Oh, boy. Let's see. How near?
Wow.
Boy. That would be.
That's insane. Like you're
Boy, yeah.
risking the whole world.
The music is so intense, isn't
It
it?
Yeah,
is.
It sure is. Oh. Oh, boy.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy.
Exactly. Yeah, because that could
My
shatter.
God. Oh, I see.
What a sight.
all on you. Pressure.
Boy, yeah.
Yeah, right? Woo!
Oh, jeez, that's gonna.
Can you imagine if they were too close still?
No.
Trinity. My God.
Music.
I know. It's so intense.
Oh,
15. Maybe you should have got those welder's glasses.
oh. I'm getting chills.
What's he gonna do?
Oh, where's he going? He's going
Oh,
outside?
what's that?
Put your glasses on.
He has to see
Oh
it
my God.
naturally.
Oh my
No,
God.
he's gonna.
My gosh.
Oh, I can't believe he went out there.
Holy crap. He doesn't,
Yeah, you
just
should
has his
have.
glasses on.
No.
Jeez, what a power. Incredible and so sad.
Look at it. God, that's scary.
It's a shockwave. There it is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, jeez. Wow. Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right through him.
Oh. Okay.
He doesn't break his glass.
You
Mixed
had a
feelings,
child.
huh? What a success,
Okay.
but
Oh, that's scary.
so
Wow.
tragic.
Oh, shit.
Said Jack.
And they all work so hard.
There's
Yeah.
Bongos.
Oh, boy.
want to applaud, but
Yeah.
it's such a genius.
Oh, God. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
Did it.
wow, what an accomplishment.
Boy.
Mm,
Oh.
like your job's done.
That's his baby.
Look, that's it.
That's my baby.
Best I can.
Yeah,
Now
right?
it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
not his thing
Thanks
anymore.
for doing it,
See
but
that?
it's ours now.
Mm-hmm. Destroys the whole world.
Oh, boy.
Dang. Yeah, I think they'd call him too. Everyone's just cheering.
Oh, so sorry.
That joke.
about it. Oh, right, yeah.
And then the other bomb.
Mm.
Yeah, she's always been very supportive of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the stomping. I love how that escalates too.
Yeah.
It calls for celebration, but it's so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Mm.
It's overwhelming. Ooh, let's see the background.
Thinking.
Oh, so, oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
he's hearing the
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah, the ramifications of what happened. He's got to get out of there.
Those consequences.
mm.
Just get through it.
It's crazy hearing the sound. Oh, the sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, God, he's
yeah.
seeing it.
That is it.
The reality.
That's horrible, yeah. Oh, so sad.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh. Mm.
Oh, a body.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Making out.
Mm.
Gross. Ugh. What a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gary Oldman.
Is
Yeah,
it?
I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's naive to say that. How ignorant. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to hear that.
Wipe it up.
Ah. I did not like that response at all. Wow.
Oh, I didn't know Truman was like that.
Shallow. It's like this is the historical, like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh.
Whoa.
He was just by.
Yeah. Mhm. Oh boy.
Okay, I thought something.
Mm-hmm.
Always using the same words.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so offended.
Maybe he did it.
Mm. Yeah, because they don't know who did it.
Oh. Oh boy, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just to die. Apple. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's always way ahead.
Mm-hmm. And you knew.
Oh,
He did it. He gave him like documents.
yeah, right? Iron Man. God, she was on it. Like, she gets it the whole time.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah,
The
he
lowly
was always
shoe
insulted.
salesman
And
comment.
Einstein too. Like, he was so obsessed with that.
Oh my God.
She asked him that before.
It is. It's him. Mm-hmm. I thought it was Nichols.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
See?
Oh God, how manipulative!
See?
Oh my God, what a jerk! He really screwed him. After everything he did.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's where
And
we
that's
were.
what they made it.
Wow. Yes.
Oh my God.
Ah, come on, you straws.
So unfair.
Oh, it
The
is.
defense counsel will not.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
And that's legal?
We're just tainting it.
Wow, to be able to
Oh, gee,
manipulate the
okay,
laws
that's
and
right.
stuff like that to sabotage someone. Mm-hmm.
Now he knows. Hmm. What are they going to do
He
with
hates
him
his
now?
place now.
Yeah.
See, now he's thinking of it all.
God, that music is so perfect how it starts to really turn on you.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, wow, he did it all along.
And he has no idea right now. It's
No, he
like,
doesn't. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure.
I think it's wrong. He's such a liar. He
Yeah,
did all of
that's
this.
right. Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God.
But he's smart.
Yeah.
You are so screwed.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
What's it?
All your cider.
Right, sure.
He was shaking his head. No,
I
don't say
know.
that.
I know. His wife's right.
But now he is. Oh, God.
Come on.
Jeez.
I never found out.
Exactly.
Jeez. Yeah, he always makes me eat. Good friend.
You can trust it from him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi,
he's there.
Lawrence. I'm going to throw an orange at you.
Yeah, but you can't eat it. We didn't even see him at all.
Oh, did they inject something with it?
Right.
Well, that's good. He took the way out.
days.
Yeah.
Kind of like big bullies.
Come on.
Government bullies.
Yeah, listen.
You
look
should.
you look at them.
This poor guy is up against all
That's
these.
right, he is.
And they're really unfair. Yeah.
That's right.
Manipulating the rules so bad.
He's looking at him like, ugh.
More probably than not. Holy crap!
come
It's all
on.
lies.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
No. Probably
He
than
wrote a note.
not.
Probably not. Come on.
This is terrible.
Poor guy.
Read this note.
Wow.
Oh. Oh, poor guy.
Insane. A stress. He was a very bad man.
Right.
Straws.
AKA Freddie Mercury. Oh.
Oh, Jay.
Whoa. What?
Oh, wow.
Mm. Oh.
Oh,
Tooth
dear.
comes out.
Yes, see?
Oh, who told on
Oh,
him?
oh, oh.
Papa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see?
Mm-hmm.
Petty.
Oh, he's so happy. Good.
Yeah, yeah.
My wonderful friend.
Yeah.
It's truthful.
That's too bad. Mm. Yeah, what's his answer?
Yeah, he had to read that the whole time.
Yeah.
To point that out.
But he clearly said, oh,
But we don't need any more information.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
His wife, yeah. She'll fight. What's she doing? And try to intimidate.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye, Strauss.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to you.
She's so meek right now. Come on. She's gonna fight.
He trusts her.
Mm-hmm. She's warming up. Mm.
Come on, give it to him.
Yeah, almost 2 decades. Yeah. Oh, good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Because he's going to suffer. Needs to fight. Oh, there's no saying.
Yes.
Where'd you come from?
Leave.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's good for him.
He's loving it.
Haha. Heard those words.
Look at him.
Mm-hmm. So medicine.
Oh,
Oh, see?
I would walk out of there.
Yeah, what do you say? He's so paranoid too, though. He always thinks it's about him. Working on, yeah, they were telling him to come up with that. Come up with a bomb. He totally does.
Yes, it does.
He's jealous of that.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, he
He's
did.
jealous
him.
of his intelligence.
It was it.
Projecting.
Oh.
They're just like making it all him. Wow. That's the marching. Insane that they're
Come on.
using all
Part of
his
America
words
too.
against them.
Come on.
That's
come on.
insane.
Just- I must
badgering
let
him.
talk. Look at him. Okay.
He's changing it.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
really.
look at that. Yeah, look, it's going back again. Oh.
All right.
Oh, boy.
The fact that he
Look
has-
at- Yeah.
Crap. You shouldn't be able to badger
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Come on.
Crap. He said exactly what he wanted to hear. Thank God. This poor guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh. Oh.
Jeez.
Come on.
See if he didn't show up for this, what would happen?
Hmm.
He was denied anyways.
Don't take into sheets. Hope it
Oh,
backfires.
my gosh.
Let me smile.
I hope so.
Oh.
Oh.
Ha ha.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Yeah, haha.
That's right. Uh-huh.
Thank you, Hel.
Ah!
Yes.
Wow. See, I don't like him.
JFK.
Well, you lied.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, look at-
Oh, good for him.
See, he's so paranoid and
Yeah.
jealous. I know, it's always about him.
Yes.
Oh,
Good, yes.
yes.
Get him.
Slam.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see what they said.
There he is.
Let's hear what they said.
Yeah.
Rather.
Oh, yeah.
His brother.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna. Nope. She will not shake your hand.
Yeah. And here he comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
though.
that's a scary
Politically.
thought.
Oh boy.
Wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Destruction.
And guess what? It was nothing about Strauss.
Yeah, nothing about him.
No.
End of the world, possibly.
Oh boy.
He's in the rocket now. And the plane.
Oh boy.
That idea alone.
Oh,
Wow, what
that
a
was-
movie.
Oh, that sure
Wonderful.
was. Wow.
For the rest of his life, that's what he has
Christopher
to think
Nolan.
That's right, it does.
Yeah,
It does.
that was a
Yeah.
great movie.
That was very good.
Wow, that was-
a lot of twists, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure
On
was.
what happened and how
Yes.
he was exposed, trying to
Was.
really expose him.
Shame on
You
that.
know,
3
and
hours
make him look
long.
So
Yeah. Oh,
That
was well
wow,
done.
Yes.
I'm very impressed.
it was, the acting in this, Robert
it's
Downey
terrific,
Jr.
yes.
was
It's really
amazing.
good.
Wow, and he was
Oh,
like
my
the
God.
villain, like what a twist at the end there.
No,
But
that was.
we saw that, throughout, where he was a jealous, paranoid guy. Like, he wanted the glory, he wanted the power, and the fact that, Oppenheimer could actually, insult him and
He was
Oh,
insulting
or
him.
belittle
and-
him,
yeah.
but it was all, in not good fun, but, it wasn't, as awful as, Strauss was taking it. But for him to undermine him, to actually go against him in such a cheating
that's
way.
Right, and even when
manipulative
he
like
insulted
that.
him when they were just by themselves about being, oh, you're a lowly shoe salesman. No, I'm a
That's
shoe
right, yeah.
salesman.
Yeah, so that was the
hit
first
him.
one where we were
He
like,
held
okay.
this grudge,
Yeah.
Sure did, yeah.
and then again with the isotopes, he was like, okay, you hit me again. You're going down
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah,
And to
definitely.
really have that jealousy and just keep it with you that long, have such a
insane.
grudge against someone for that long, to actually screw them over. I mean, you brought him onto this project and he did a great job on what he was supposed to do. and then just to screw him over at the end just because of his own pride.
Right,
Like,
and to have that
God,
counsel
like
just
that,
going
yes.
and badgering him.
Constantly.
Exactly, and then for his counsel to have nothing because
Yeah.
of security reasons, he can't have anything to, go against, and for Rob just to keep going on him and going on. Why? Because Strauss hired him. He was on the council
yeah.
because
I mean,
of Strauss. That's amazing.
It's absolutely incredible, and it's such a scary notion to think that this guy has just all these connections. Strauss has all these connections that he can manipulate things in such a way where it's still legal, but it's borderline. It's really not legal, but it is. Like, it's really wrong what he did. But he was able to screw over Oppenheimer and corner him and say, what were the words they were saying, like may or may not, possibly. Like, they were using all these like maybe terms that they were just accusing him of stuff that was not true. It was all not true.
Right.
And yes, he did take risks. Like Oppenheimer, like he's such a smart individual, like beyond normal intelligent people. Like he's like way at the top with, it's a rare thing. And he is very open-minded, and he's curious about the world and learning about other people and stuff, but he was never a communist.
He wasn't,
But
and
did
even
take a
when
lot
he
of
was having that
social-
secret affair with Jean, I mean, going after years of not seeing her at all, and he still he wanted to separate that.
Yeah.
He went to see
Good for
her.
him,
She
yeah.
asked for him. I thought there was going to be more there where she was going to really try to get something out of him, but no, it was just because she loved him that much.
Yeah,
She
and
was,
she was
yeah.
very intelligent too. And from the start, when they were
They
having,
were really great together.
they were like their minds were like they really had chemistry there, and the fact that she was having like sex with him, and then she brings out this book with this language that no one can read, and then she's like, read this to me, like, I really thought that was going to lead to something where she was trying to get information out of him. But it wasn't that.
No, it
Like,
wasn't.
They were
It
just
was-
they were on the same level.
They
They
were.
understood each other. and-
She knew how to get to him, and he
definitely,
really
yeah.
appreciated that.
Yeah. I really felt bad for her because, she was so strong, but she had a lot of problems mentally, and she was unstable, and
Well, she killed herself because she
she did.
couldn't be with him.
That's right.
He
yeah.
told her, "I can't come back to see
That's
you," and,
right.
and he
Yeah.
meant
That's what
it, and she
happened,
knew
yeah.
it, and she loved him so much, and she knew that okay, well,
And it was hard too because even he said he wanted more with her, and she didn't want flowers. She's like, "Why do you answer my calls?" Like, she was so conflicted with her own emotions. She never knew what she wanted. She did want him, but she didn't want him, so she was very confused in that. So he wanted to move on from that. And so when he met his wife, like, he even says something to her when they first met, like, she doesn't give enough, or he said it better, but
That's right,
there was like no relationship there, and it wouldn't have worked anyways because she was a communist, and with what he's doing, like, that would look extremely bad.
right,
right,
and that's
that's
probably why, like the flowers and stuff like that, she doesn't want like any paper. That's what I took it as. Like, okay, you're getting flowers for your lover. Okay, this is
She
one
doesn't
more.
want like that kind of
Yeah.
recognition or any
Right.
kind of like, we're not in a relationship. And so I felt bad. I really felt bad for her that she killed herself. And one of the shots that they did, when we kind of assumed, when we saw a lot of quick shots of the bathtub and the pillows or something, and then it went to a different scene, that she killed herself. And then when we heard about it, like, I don't know if it was in his own head or I just like misunderstood that, but it happened quick. So she killed herself, but there was one moment where it looked like there was a hand
Yes!
there.
Yes.
Right?
I
And I was
saw
like,
that
wait,
too, and I
is there a
said, "Is
gloved
that
hand?"
his hand?
Yes,
Like, is
it's right.
his mental?"
That's what I was
Trying
kind
to
of
Maybe
thinking.
I
That was
helped
well
her.
done
It was
too.
my-
it was my hand doing this to her.
Yeah.
That's what I took it as too. It's like a dark.
Yeah, because I was like, did
shadow.
I actually
Yes.
see that? But it was so quick and subtle. I love
Right.
that detail.
And then when it came
back.
back to her really doing it, I'm like, okay, it was just his thought of him helping her do this. Because of him, she's doing this.
Yeah, and that's why he wanted to go see her too, because he was so desperate, because he felt so much guilt because he does care for her, that he's like, she's going to kill herself if I don't go there. Like, she always like doesn't want something with me, like doesn't want a relationship, but she does want to be with me. And when, and she's like, oh, well, when you call me, like, you always come. You always said you were going to come. And then she was like desperate and confused once he was like, well, no, I can't do that anymore. So he felt really guilty about that. He knew once he left that was going to be it. And yeah, that really weighed hard on him. And Kitty, his wife, like, she really understood him so much. And even though they had their issues, like major issues,
She had a lot of drinking going on.
yeah, she had a lot of
Definitely.
She did, you know,
And with
she's
the
a
children,
biologist, and she
yes.
had to put all that aside.
That's right.
to
yeah,
be
she
Oppenheimer's
she
wife,
you know sacrificed a
and all.
lot of stuff too, and so you know she's extremely smart too. She understands her husband very well. Jean understood him too, but they're all like really high intelligent minds,
yeah,
and not that everyone's like this, but they're just wired differently. They work differently, and she really understood him even with all their problems. Like, to be domesticated, they're not like that. Like, they tried, but she was not meant to be a mother.
No,
like,
you can tell that.
yeah, it was really hard for her
and
in the beginning.
That
It
was
was sad.
I
It was
feel
very
sad. I
sad.
feel
Yeah,
bad for
very
her.
sad.
I feel totally, bad for the
Children,
kids.
yeah.
But she didn't. She had a lot of conflicts with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was awful to see that, but like she understood herself though, because even though she was struggling with it, like she got like why she was
she
like
was
that.
making fun of herself with
That's right, yeah.
Cavalier or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
With the friends that took the boy,
Oh, yeah.
their son. So. I mean, she was making fun of herself. You're like, oh, get this brat out of here, or whatever.
Yeah, I know, always saying that, and like,
Yeah.
who you want to adopt, and
Yeah.
and then talking to Robert, she was like, you and I, or like we're just, or she kept really saying him, but she was very supportive of his mind, and like, we're just different in that way, and I can't remember her words now, but like she was pretty much telling him that we're not really meant to be parents, like you're meant to focus on your work, you're meant for great things, and so he really tried to. He struggled a lot, but he wanted to be a dad, and you could tell like he was like
He was caring, but he
but
did what he
wasn't-
was supposed to.
Yeah, he was
That's
removed from
minimally.
that.
And also, I took
okay.
it as I thought she was going to leave him and, just leave him and have him just focus on his work and just have, just really just leave him
Yeah.
and not be there at all. But no, she was just really saying that, you have to continue on with your work. It's very important. And she stayed with him.
Yeah.
And she was so keen on what's going on. She knew that it was Strauss the whole time, and
that's
for
something,
her
yeah.
to be, yes, she's drinking. Don't dismiss her, though.
That's
She's a
right.
brilliant person, too. Come on.
She was the one that was
She's
most
like,
aware
wake
of it.
up, guys.
Right,
Come
right.
on.
No one else was. She was the
And then
only one.
Oppenheimer's like,
Right.
holy crap. Then he's reminiscing of all these things that,
See that?
he had, oh, take my driver, take my car, do this,
Yeah.
and Nichols was in on it. I thought it was just him, but no, he was helping him.
Yeah, Strauss, he
Yeah,
manipulated. He had
that's so
control of
true,
this
yeah.
group, and
That's
he
right.
knew how to sabotage Oppenheimer. It was awful. And even with like the smartest people in the room, like you have these people interrogating you, bullying you, badgering you, and they're like saying all these words and phrasing them incorrectly. And even Kitty's saying like, well, I don't like how you phrased that. I don't like how you phrased it. There's no true answer or whatever to it because it's not properly phrased. And they're saying things to trap him, and it's just awful.
Yeah,
on
and
how
just because
could
they
do
say
that.
it louder and louder and louder means
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
they're going to
Yeah.
get their point across. No,
Because they need to stress you out so the truth comes out, but it's not always like the
Yeah,
truth.
and it really
Exactly.
worked a little bit. I mean, his thought process of what happened after the bomb went off, it was getting to him. It was
Yeah.
it was exhilarating every time you talk faster and louder. And even when the people were cheering, thanking him for what he's done, his work that night of the bomb going off, or the bombs going off, he just couldn't. He went through the speech okay, but
Yeah.
internally he was just, I'm out of here. I got to get out. Of
I
here.
loved seeing that throughout this film. I mean, the casting was amazing.
yeah,
like I was so
sure was,
surprised to
yeah.
see so many faces we recognize, like so
Yeah.
many very
My
popular
goodness, it
people,
was,
and even
yeah.
like some people that we've only seen in like shows that aren't as popular. Like I know you
Yeah.
noticed Jarvis early on. You know,
Jarvis.
Jarvis from Agent
Floki.
Carter, right?
Floki.
You saw Floki from Vikings.
That's right.
Loki,
Of course,
oh,
Matt
yeah.
Damon.
Right,
And
the spot guy from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and he was good. And then of course Cillian Murphy, like he was
Yes.
Oppenheimer. He was
That's
Scarecrow
right,
in
that's
the Dark Knight trilogy,
That's
and
right.
a few other things that we've seen. But like he was a really good Scarecrow. And as Oppenheimer, like I thought he was incredible in this role.
It was very good.
Very
Awesome,
believable, and I loved learning more about him because I heard, of course, this is based on a true story, but I heard this is so historically like accurate that like I was, of course, really paying attention to the dialogue and stuff, but I really thought he played this character very well. And I just like felt his compassion. Like, even though, you know, being so smart, sometimes you're more removed emotionally from things, but he really did care about the consequences to a certain extent. You know, like he really didn't want people to die. But the science, like he was hired to do this job, and for the government to manipulate him, or really Strauss to manipulate him, where he was told to do all this stuff. This was his job, and then acting like this was all him from the start because he wanted power. He was greedy with
And
that.
it wasn't
Like,
when you saw him leave, you know, when he saw Groves leave with the bombs and he went off, he's like, oh, let me go to Washington with you. And he's like, well, you know, and he's like, no, you go behind. You know, he didn't, it was like, I think I even said it, I'm like, oh, he's leaving his babies. I mean, he made them. His brain and his team of scientists made that, and he doesn't want to, you know, he wants to make sure it's going to be okay, you know. But they shut him out because that his job was done. So for them to try to bring it into him, you know, him having a play of where it goes and what he has to do, and you know, for them to go to Japan and have those, you know, that was completely false, you know.
Yeah, and he cared about people. Like he wanted to help people, and he got in trouble, you know, associating with like communists and, you know, certain types of people. But, you know, he cared about people struggling and all that. And we got like a lot of, not even hints, but like now and again he would say something, or you could just tell how he was feeling when he had to talk about the bomb, and he brought it to our attention, like the death, destruction, end of the world, like all these like very disturbing words that really made you think like, wow, I mean, you know, we want to protect our own, we want to protect our country, and to what end, to what cost? And it sounds like in basic terms that, okay, you have this ultimate weapon, you're going to scare away all these enemies, but there's so many consequences, there's so many things that sometimes it's easier just to ignore, or when you don't have the knowledge in front of you, it's easy to be like, yeah, we won. And well, yeah, it could end up like that, you know, but it's really a scary idea. And here he created something that killed hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, and
civilians,
he knew it was
women, children, you know, and you know, we can even think about that now today with war. I mean, there's no, it's a wonder that you just sit back and you say, okay, we won, or they won, or whatever. But so many lives,
so many innocent lives. A lot of people.
I mean, the stories that, I mean, I know we all have heard stuff, but you know, there's a lot of stories that you can like look up online, and I've seen a lot of things on cable a while ago.
The plane that dropped the bomb, it was called a Noah Gray.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so many things to think about. I mean, here when Oppenheimer was talking to Truman, and he's like, you know, I feel like I have blood on my hands, and how Truman just dismissed it like I was the one who made that call.
I was very surprised.
But it makes sense politically. It's the U.S. It doesn't matter. In his mind, it's the U.S. against.
That's right,
So the U.S. won World War II because I said, I gave the go.
That's right,
Don't put it on your hands. It's my hand. He's like, just tough it up. You know, and it's hard to hear it, but at the end of the day, yes, he approved
what
it.
happened to Pearl Harbor from Japan.
See, it's all hard because I don't think it's just one guy. Like, I do agree that Oppenheimer, like, unfortunately, you're the one who created this bomb. You knew it was going to be used for, like, you do have blood in your hands because of it. And then, yes, the president did too, because he was the one who made the call. And then I was going to say the guy, you know, the pilot who dropped the bomb too. Like,
you have it, and then you have the whole team. The whole team.
You have a whole team. Like,
you know, the guy that pressed the button for the trial. I mean, everybody had a role in it.
Yeah, a major role. So it's really hard. I mean, I don't know if there's like a perfect answer to that, but like they all created this, and that's what makes it so hard, because yes, you want to defend your country, but when you're killing so many innocent people, and even a small group, I mean, it's so terrible to even say that, to compare it, but you know, you're killing a whole city. I mean, wow. I mean, I can't. You see videos, you hear stories, and it's
years
just
later too. Look how much it affects them years later.
I know. It's like it's not just even in that instant. Then there's a lot of suffering and the mental capacity of the trauma. Like you know, even him describing it, Oppenheimer saying a 10,000 foot fire plume. You know, just I can't, like a tower of fire.
I mean, again, you see these videos and stuff, but to actually live it, holy crap, and so
and he has to live with himself, for the rest of his life. It looks like he needed a lot of therapy, a lot of discussions,
right.
and because you can tell it's really affecting him.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
And you can see, like, it was years gone by, but you can really see he really aged, like, mentally.
definitely, yeah.
You can just see him physically just aging and aging because just the weight is on his shoulders,
Definitely, yeah.
there's
even
so
after
much
the
talent.
fact.
I mean,
Yes.
so many things I want to say, but one really great thing I enjoyed about this movie, we had mainly dialogue. It was, I want to say, like 98% just all dialogue about science, that we know certain basics, like very basic stuff,
little.
but not much,
That's right,
and
my
I think
gosh.
Christopher Nolan does such a great job doing these like complex, like these really difficult to understand stories when it comes to like the science behind it, but that's the main focus of it, and to make us understand it. And he did, I mean, the soundtrack, the music, the sound effects were just so good throughout this whole movie that it just like, I didn't find anything really boring, but like I understood a lot to the best of what I could understand, but I understood a lot of the movie. And the sound effects would pull you right back in, like the different vibrations, and like you're hearing these reactions of the science, and even the visuals. Like I love the visuals with that too. Like I kept thinking it was like the atom, it was particles, it was, we were seeing like these certain displays that made me think of the universe. And they even mentioned the universe and the greatest weapon or whatever of all the universe. And so having those like mixes of different visuals of particles and stuff moving around, vibrations, the fusion or whatever, you have like the waves going through and you hear the brrr, like it just really pulls you into that, and you could just feel the power. Like I was always drawn to that, and they would get into that when they were talking about the science. And another thing too that was a fun mix was when they would really start breaking down certain things on how the bomb could work. The violins, like the music would get very rich, and it would escalate, and it was like an art form.
Right.
It is in a
Right.
way.
It is.
So it was easier to relate to with me because I'm an artist, and there's all kinds of art out there, as we know. But, to bring in the music and the visual and, to actually make it a performance in a way, discussing the science. I thought that was such a fun way to do it, to make it more interesting and keep us focused on
like
it.
the symphony, when he had more and more students in his class, and he would really, he was in his realm. He got it. He had his
The whole
right
orchestra
people
there.
around him.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Exactly. And he was the conductor.
Yeah. So I really thought that was beautifully done. And then we had so many moments during this too, where again, the music really pulled in your emotions a lot, and it would turn sour sometimes. And we had a lot of violin, a lot of string instruments, and a lot of times where something was a little uneasy or would turn around in a bad way. Like you would hear the instruments kind of go, and it would get kind of screechy and like out of tune a bit, and it was very unsettling. I just loved that because it just
because the scene was unsettling. There was testimony that was being said, or someone was being grilled on something, and it's like, oh boy, this is not going to be good, and the music just followed it.
Yeah. Very impressive. And just to go over the cast, I was trying to write down a lot of people here, but we know Robert Oppenheimer was Cillian Murphy, of course, and a very good actor, Scarecrow. Jean was Florence Pugh, who plays Yelena from Black Widow, and she was in other things too in Marvel. But yeah, she's awesome. Louis Strauss, which we were so shocked.
I was.
Robert Downey Jr.
He was
What a
great.
role. I mean,
He was great.
we love him in a lot of things. Of course, we love him as Iron Man. That's the main role we love him as. But, he's excellent. So to play like this villain, and he looks so much older, I think, wow, like what a great job.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job.
Like making him look like Strauss, and that was incredible. And then Emily Blunt was Kitty.
Okay.
That was his wife. Again, we love her. A Quiet Place, we really enjoy. We've seen her in a lot of other things too. And then Josh Hartnett, he was Lawrence. I liked his character. too.
I did
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah,
did
it
too.
was hard because I get the whole communist
right.
thing, and I
Yeah,
can't
he's
even
like,
imagine
don't mix
that.
it in the
Right,
school.
that's right.
Don't.
Yeah, that
That's
time
right.
too, because of course the war, like it was.
gosh,
There's
yeah.
no tolerance for that.
No.
So that was
That was good.
very sketchy, with what Oppenheimer was doing. But I get it, like he was very loyal to the U.S. But yeah, that was rough. And then Gary Oldman was Harry Truman. It took me a moment of like,
Yeah,
wait a
you got
second.
that one. That was good.
Yes.
Yeah, that was very impressive to see him. I mean, great makeup, or how to like change his look a bit to make him look like that. And then Matt Damon was the
That's
general.
Matt Damon, yeah.
Groves, I think his name
Fabulous,
was. Yeah. And then we saw Jack Quaid. He was one of
Right?
the
Oh,
scientists.
yes, that's right. Yeah.
And then we saw a Gustav Skarsgård.
That's right,
And that
Floki.
was, that was
He's
Floki.
really tall.
Yeah, so yeah.
I didn't realize he was
realize
that
it.
tall.
Yeah, right. I know
He
he is
seems
a
very
very
tall.
like
Tall,
lanky, tall
yes.
guy. Yeah. And then we heard the name Heisenberg, which obviously, like, we love Breaking Bad. We
That's
know
how-
of Heisenberg before Breaking Bad,
That's
but we
right.
just know Walter White was
right.
Heisenberg. So
Yes.
he
Where's
was
his hat?
Oh, yes.
inspired by him. Like, I don't know if I could say that, but him
brilliant
working for the
physicist.
Germans, and I mean, like hearing that too. Let me just see anyone else. Papa from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
That's right,
Oh,
Papa.
That's right.
And I don't know. And then I just wrote down Chicken Scratch, and I can't really read my handwriting right now. But yeah, so a lot of like great people in this movie.
That's very good.
So it's a scary thought, but it's so true. And when Truman said something around like being ignorant or arrogant and being like, they're not going to come up with what we got. We got the ultimate power now. And then you have Oppenheimer saying, they have brilliant physicists too, and if not now, they're eventually going to figure it out. I mean,
He
that's
should
what you
know.
do. He should know, and just to kind of dismiss it, like
And
yeah, it's never
especially
gonna
when you
happen.
had a
Right.
breach,
That's right.
from, a politician afterward, they found out with Strauss. I mean, anyone can breach anything to find,
It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah,
It is
they can find
terrifying.
out anything.
And to have like, wow, you made this atom bomb, this insanely like impossible bomb that can destroy so much. What's going to happen? What's the next step? Is there a next step? Like, I always think there's possibilities for like even worse down the road,
I remember when I was growing up 2 years ago on the TV, they used to show about the atom bomb going off. They used to have test sites down in Arizona.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
scary.
I was thinking that too, because I know they had a lot of test sites,
Yeah, a lot of big-
and not until like the last few decades or whatever, they've been realizing like how bad it was,
Yeah,
and
it's
people getting
horrible.
exposed to
Yeah.
radiation, and it's just horrendous.
Time.
And stuff like you're working with powers you don't fully understand, and you won't even know the consequences until way down the road. So it's quite terrifying. So here Einstein said something about I'm butchering all the quotes here, but he was like, once you have that power, you got to share it with the enemy so you don't destroy the world. And I agree to a certain extent, but I'm like, sometimes when you
enemy?
get all war hungry and you just, I don't know, you just hate everything, you're going to take those chances and use that power anyways. And
Care.
It was like
I
Oppenheimer
don't know,
said,
I'm like-
you have two scorpions in a jar.
That's right. Yeah.
Are you going... You really do have to tell the enemy, because if you don't, okay, you can kill yourself too doing it.
That's right,
So it's true.
Sure.
But, at what point, someone might go off the deep end if you have a, really bad dictatorship or whatever.
Well, yeah.
They can just say,
Definitely.
well,
so I don't
care.
agree with it. I don't
I'm
think
mad.
you should share that with the enemy, because you might get someone who doesn't give a crap and is like, oh, well, my religion will say that my group will survive this even if it does destroy the whole world, so but I get like trying to just go neutral and be like, okay, truce, because this power is going to kill everyone.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You hope that people would be like, oh,
he's thinking
yeah.
scientifically, yes.
yes,
should
that you
tell
would be
everyone.
like, yeah, this is bad. You don't want to destroy the whole world, because then what do you have to rule, But it's just a very disturbing, uneasy thought.
Oh,
It's
yes.
very overwhelming, and it's stuff that you hear about it, but like really think about it and the weight that carries, because
definitely.
even the people cheering, again, they don't have the knowledge yet. They just know when the bombs were dropped, that the U.S. won, look at our power, we're number one, and they're not thinking of what actually happened.
Right, and at
you
that
have
moment when
Oppenheimer
he's
thinking
looking
about
at
it.
them and he knows, he's like, I know what we just did.
Yeah.
I know what we just did. And he's seeing the lady
Ignorance
like
is
laughing,
bliss.
and all of a sudden she's just like, crying, and she's like burned up, and he's just seeing like, no, this is, I'm visualizing what's happening over there now.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about the movie where Strauss was talking to the council and it was black and white?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I was just looking at my
That
notes.
was the end of it. That was the end. So that was after, he was being, talked to in that little conference room, that little, tiny little conference room. It was all after everything. So I loved that distinction.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, that's the end. That's the end result of him, at least, of Strauss.
Yeah, because I'm so happy you brought that up, because the black and white scenes were actually really neat, because there was a lot of time overlap in this. We went back and forth, and this movie started with Oppenheimer in that small room being interrogated, and then, he was narrating through that scene, with the past and how it all started, and then like the future, and then we had a lot of black and white, like, of the future, where it was like, oh, this was in the news, like to really put us like, this is in the now, where people could remember back to be like, okay, this actually happened almost in this way, in the courts or whatnot. So I just love that structure that Christopher Nolan decided to work with, because it was just beautifully smooth and easy to understand. You could tell what was the past and all that.
And I loved how his aide was really like in his face, in Strauss's face, like, no, you manipulated this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
he was shocked.
I was very worried about him, actually. I thought something was going to happen to him. I mean, he's going up against a very powerful man.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people know about it. So how is he going to exit that room safely? But, it worked out.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention, like we talked about, that this was mainly dialogue for 3 hours, and to keep your attention span, like, this was well told.
Oh, it was.
The pacing was perfect. I, thought like everything about it was just really well done, and there was like no computer generated. I mean, like, there was no real CGI. We had a couple moments with Oppenheimer when he was kind of overwhelmed with everything. Like, you had the twitching in the background where the background would get distorted.
Yeah.
So that was actually really good to see. And but I love how there was hardly any CGI throughout it. And again, with the audio, like, that was like my favorite of this whole movie. Like, it was so rich. And we had like sound effects of clapping that was overwhelming a lot of times. Like, it started off positive and then it was like too much. And then other times we had the stomping, like the aggressive, like almost positive, but gave you so much anxiety stomping. So, you kept having like these build-ups of like, oh God.
And
like,
it's wonderful because
success,
that's what was going on in
bad
his
outcome.
head. It was too much for him.
Yeah.
So it was, that was really excellently, that was really fantastically done,
Yeah. So Christopher Nolan, movies that we've seen: The Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, Inception, Dunkirk, Man of Steel. I might have missed something, but
Dunkirk too, he's done.
Yeah. So really good films. I think he's an amazing director.
Yeah,
he has such talent.
Matt Damon before.
Sure does,
Matt Damon is just so great.
I love him too. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There's so many great people in this movie. Yeah, and then Interstellar, like Christopher Nolan, like movie, that's like another favorite of mine, because that was awesome.
Yes.
And that was a complex story too, where you're talking about the science that, like, you get the very basic part of it, but he makes it easy enough to understand in his own, he's really good at storytelling.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do that, of course. But no, he's very impressive. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. I know you guys probably can fill us in a lot of stuff we didn't talk about, but anything else you'd like to add?
No, and I love the actor that played Robbie.
I liked him too.
He was really, like, as a friend of Oppenheimer's, he was a true friend.
Yeah.
Like, I felt bad about what, Teller did, but I was really happy that Robbie was there through thick and thin, right down to making sure he eats,
I think that's so good. He was really a good friend
from New York.
And here, like, he started off really cocky, and he goes into that meeting, and he's like, oh, he's talking excuse me, to the buddy next to him, and he's like, oh, don't worry, I speak really good English, so I'll explain things to you. And just to see Oppenheimer learn freaking Dutch in 6 weeks, and he does it in Dutch, and he's the one he doesn't understand. Like, that was just so funny.
Yeah, and they were
That's
actually
good.
giggling at him before he even started. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah,
good,
well,
yeah.
watch this.
I know, because he works differently, and he's putting himself in the zone to
Genius.
focus, and
That's right.
so I mean, to
That's
do
good.
something so mind blowing is just so
Oh, that's
cool. I
funny,
mean,
yeah.
it is true
That's good.
talent. I mean, to have that kind of intelligence. I mean,
Definitely.
I don't know people who do that. I mean, like, that's just
Oh,
way beyond
boy.
normal intelligence.
That's for
So it's
sure.
just very, to have people like that, and you hope that they're very good, caring people, because that could be so dangerous.
that's
You
true.
know, so he's a very, like, again, Oppenheimer seemed like a real caring guy.
Yes.
You know, like he
That's
did,
good.
you won't say questionable things, making the bomb, I mean, but, he did care, and he did even, talk about Trinity. He kept, like, bringing death into it
Right.
all the time. So
Yeah.
he was, like,
Mindful.
he was very mindful about that, and
Definitely.
he did care about that, and he wanted to call, and he was trying to stay professional the whole time. But you could tell that he was so uneasy about the death that it would bring.
That's
But he
right.
knew he was doing his job, so he was trying to just focus
Right.
on that. So, pretty incredible
Oh,
story.
it sure was.
Yeah, and
It
he thought of it as, Robbie didn't want to do it at first, but he brought it to him as, okay, well, it's either us do it to the Nazis at the time before Hitler died, or the Nazis are going to do it to us. So that's
Isn't that
what we're
crazy
weighing
having
on.
this
Yeah,
race?
yeah,
So
yes.
Robbie's like, okay,
Pressure's on. I mean,
Right.
I get them making the bomb, and that's what's so terrifying, because, like, you have other countries,
It's a race.
enemies that are making this ultimate bomb that they're going to use on you. And you got to, like, do it first before they can, because you have to have the bigger power. And then what do you do with that power once you have it? And will they learn it? And there's just so many cons, and I don't know what's right, but it does sound like, yeah, you want to have the better power, of course, so you can defend yourself. It's just scary. The whole thing is just terrifying.
Definitely
So
scary.
please discuss below. I want to see what you guys have to say.
boy.
Very curious. And thank you guys so
Yes,
much for
thank you.
watching. Thank you for your patience,
Thumbs up.
because we've been sick, but we're doing a lot better now.
Sure.
So we hope you guys
We
are
got
doing well
through
too. Happy New Year again.
Yes, Happy New
and we'll
Year.
see you very
Happy
soon,
New
as
Year.
always.
Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
Bye.